Time for our UC Health game summary. The Rockies fall to the Dodgers tonight 3-1. It was well pitched by both starters. Tyler Glasnow never gave up a hit in 7 innings. Chase Dolander gave up 1 hit. He went into the 6th inning and then suffered a leg injury. We hope to get a little bit more when we get you inside the clubhouse and hear from Warren Schaefer in a little bit. The only hit for the Rockies, they averted the no-hitter. Leadoff double, well, no question about a double off the bat of Ryan Ritter, who then rolled his ankle trying to get back to second base on a soft line out off the bat of Tyler Freeman. The 104th loss, obviously that's a franchise record. The Dodgers went for the 80th time tonight. Back upstairs with my partner, Jeff Houston. I'm Drew Goodman. It was an interesting game. It was fascinating for a while because it was dual no-hitters with the Rockies leading 1-0.
Yeah, and it's kind of wild how they scored that 1 run. It was a manufactured run, and it was good to see offensively. But it was one of those games where you're like, okay, who's going to blink first? And eventually, Chase did give up the 1 base hit. But tonight, I thought he had, for the most part, really good poise out on the mound.
He had really good poise. We know how good his stuff is. And he commanded his arsenal tonight better than we've seen in a while. And it also continues a trend of he's pitched well on the road.
Yeah, he had that low 4 ERA out on the road, but tonight, he did some swing and misses with the 2-seamer fastball. I thought was really, really good. So he's very pumped up coming off the mound there, getting that Mookie Betts fly ball. And then the 6th inning, it was on this very last pitch. It looked like a leg. I don't know if it was a slight cramp or what's going on, but you can see him lift his leg there. Anytime you got a special arm like this, you're not going to waste it. You're not going to say, oh, yeah, let's see what you can do. Let's see if we can pitch through this, not this time of year. Wisely, they get him out of there. But it's such a shame because, for Chase, it has been a roller coaster, just like you're going to see from a lot of young pitchers, a lot of young players. But tonight, you can tell there was a little extra flow, a little extra juice. He's about 2 miles an hour more with his fastball tonight. And I guarantee a lot of it had to do with pitching here at Chavez Ravine.
Yeah, I don't remember what the final number was, but he threw.
Back-to-back wins. When you look at this one, though, Tyler Glasnow, how he set the tone, what were you guys seeing from him? What was it like playing behind him?
That was a lot of fun. He's throwing a lot of strikes. Just keeping them off balance. He pitched a great game, and he showed why he's one of the premier starters in the league.
When you think about just the starting rotation, how excellent the pitching has been, especially over the weekend tonight, how would you describe it?
I don't think it is describable. They've given us a chance to win every day. So now it's just we got the offense has to pull our weight, and so we did okay today, but we have to do a lot better.
How you guys were able to kind of pass the baton there late in the game. How would you describe kind of just the at-bats, what you were seeing there that gave you the edge?
It was just a lot of grittiness, we were trying to figure out ways to win, and I think our locker room has been so much this year that we know how to manufacture things, and so it showed tonight.
Can you describe what it's now being like back here, Dodger Stadium, picking up some wins, getting things going on the back end of the season?
It's a beautiful thing. It's always lovely when you can take the field at Dodger Stadium. These fans obviously are the best in baseball, and so we have to continue to win for them.
All right, well, congratulations on this win, Mookie.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mookie Betts, the hero of the night on the offensive side, delivering the tie-breaking 2-run base hit. Not a great night for the Dodgers offensively. They only had 4 hits in the game. This really was about the pitching. And Adrian, Tyler Glasnow was scratched from that start Friday in Baltimore, was dealing with some back issues. They sent him back here to L.A., get some scans. Everything comes back clean. And tonight, he looked maybe like Jerry said. He had that sense of relief that everything was fine because he was dealing for 7 innings.
Innings of no-hit work. Very impressive tonight. When you look at just kind of how the game started, the pitch count got up, how you were able to really lock in, how would you describe kind of this outing?
Everything felt good. I think timing was good. I was a little off on 4-seam and slider early, just yanking off everything, and just got with Connor, and he told me to just keep my shoulder in a little longer, and after he told me that, everything just kind of found its timing, and it just kind of clicked after like 3rd or 4th inning.
How encouraging is a start like this for yourself when you are coming off of, you guys were scratched from the last one due to the back tightness, but just being able to come into this one, not only being healthy, but being efficient and effective?
Yeah, I think just knowing everything's good and feeling good is always the plan, I guess, and I'm just happy I could have like a tiny bit of tightness come back. Everything felt good, and then I didn't think about it at all today. No like reservations or anything, and it felt really nice.
You had 6 no-hit innings in your last start. Is there something that clicks when you go that far into a game without giving up a hit?
Yeah, I think every game I guess is a bit different, but I think for me today, like after the 4th, I felt pretty locked in. Like I think each inning is kind of its own thing. You try to keep it as consistent as you can, but I think whatever I found in the 4th, it was just everything was on time.
And you said last time you knew it. Did you know it again this time?
Yeah, I was aware of it. I knew my pitch count was pretty high, so I figured it wasn't. I don't know how many pitches I was going to be allowed to throw, but I think last time I just less pitches. It was a little bit more like real, I guess, and then this time I was aware of it as well.
Did you fight it at all coming out?
No, obviously when you get taken out of a game, like I want to stay in no matter what my pitch count is, and I think just given my track record, I kind of understand why. If I was healthy every single season, it'd maybe be a different story, but I respect the decision, and they wanted to take me out, and we ended up winning, so we're good.
That said, you still gave him 7. Given just kind of what's been going on here,
sure.
How much responsibility, I guess, did you feel to give them
I think it's just kind of like an inning at a time. It's kind of a boring answer, but I think just trying, especially early on with the pitch count up, I think it was kind of more important as the game went on, and I had a couple quick innings, quick outs. So I was just glad I ran it up early and got it lower later and was able to go 7.
And they gave you a couple of runs, but when you did come out, you were the pitcher at that point.
Yeah, it was great. It's always good to score runs. Yeah, is what it is. But yeah, they put some at-bats together and we ended up winning. It's a good day.
You kind of holding your breath there until the end? Did you kind of want to see that?
No, I was out there watching and then we scored and I was like, nice. So it was, it felt good.
But in terms of completing the no-hitter.
Yeah, it is what it is. We were out there and it would have been nice, but it doesn't matter. Tanner looked sharp and got out of it. It was great.
Tyler, what were you told about just what you're dealing with your back and anything you need to do from a maintenance standpoint moving forward?
It's just I get random tall guy back spasm stuff every now and again, and it was just it felt like if I went that day, it could turn into a full-on kind of no-throw situation. So I think I just came back, got some imaging, fixed some stuff, and just made sure I was good to go. I think pushing it when you do have a mini spasm for me, since I've had since high school growth spurt has always kind of been an issue. So it was just one of those precautionary type of things, and I felt really good today.
You get activated, and you seem to be in a lot of games in which there have been quite a few no-hitters. Can you just describe this one tonight in which you were navigating through the lineup with Tyler Glasnow?
Yeah, first, I'm just grateful to be able to help out. You can't replace what Will Smith does on this team. He's the glue that holds this team together. So I'm just grateful to be able to help out. Learned a lot from him this week, him and Dalton. Today was a lot of fun. I've been on the opposing side facing Glasnow, I think once, maybe twice. When he's filling up the zone with 4 pitches, it's not a fun day. So he did that today, made them respect all 4 in the zone, and you guys saw the result.
The breaking stuff seemed to be key. How would you describe just how his curveball was playing tonight?
Just big. It's big, it's slow, it's sharp, and when you have to respect it in the zone, you have to respect the heater he has and the extension. Like I said, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm glad to be catching him, not hitting against him anymore. Yeah, we ended up kind of tweaking fastball he was throwing a little bit and got a little more consistent release and finding the zone more. And I just think I was learning him early on. I think you guys kind of saw it. I was kind of choppy behind the plate a couple of times with him, just trying to do my best to stay on the same page as him. And finally, I think we got a little more in tune by the 3rd or the 4th, so that was good.
Tyler was obviously very impressive tonight. What were you seeing from him? Just, of course, we saw how the pitch count got up a little bit early, still found ways to navigate their lineups, but then how he really locked in, maybe the back, 2/3 of his outing.
He was fantastic. I thought he did get into a rhythm. He was, I thought early he was trying to find his way, wasn't in that rhythm, and then, innings 4, 5, 6, 7, I thought he was great. The curveball was really good. The fastball good. And, throwing to a guy that he's never thrown to, I thought he did a really nice job, kind of those 2 guys navigating. And, the pitch count got up. He's a guy that came off, a back situation. 107 pitches. So for me, that was an easy one to take him out of the game at that point in time. But he was fantastic all night. It was good to see.
Is it encouraging also just to see how Blake Trinan as well as Tanner Scott were able just to bounce back from their tough weekend?
Yeah, it was. I thought Blake did a nice job, and then even Tanner, the double he gave up, that was a ball slider down below. The kid did a good job riding it out, but getting a couple of soft contact outs. So good to get those guys, throwing up 2 zeros tonight, and so, but most importantly, getting a team win was great.
Given what you just said about Tanner, when you saw that double, even for a second, did you think, oh no, here we go again?
I try to not think like that. I've got to show belief in my players. I really do. And I believe in them, and I've got to continue to show, but they've got to do their jobs too. It was a good night.
You talked about maybe having to lean on your starters a little bit more, getting 7 out of Glasnow. How pleased are you with that?
I'm very pleased. I will say that, where he's at, in other circumstances, I might have thought to, eject after 6 and 90 right there. I did feel that with the extra rest for Tanner or for Tyler, I thought the stuff was still good to shorten the game with him. I thought it made sense. And so, I do think that, there's certain times, if it's allowed, if they give me the opportunity as far as efficiency and how their stuff is still playing, to push them a little bit more. And we did that with Yamamoto, obviously with the no-hitter potential. And then we did that tonight. So very, very needed. And I think for Tanner to get into to get through 7 2 times in a row, and for Yamamoto to get into the 9th, those things are going to be good as far as going forward as well.
Dave, you can go 5, 6, 7 years without seeing a no-hitter into the 9th inning like that. You've had 2 in 4 days. How nerve-wracking is that, and also how rewarding is that to see those 2 things happen back to back?
More exciting than nerve-wracking. I think that, when you're talking about other guys with blisters and guys coming off ILs that are 36 years old, those are a little bit more nerve-wracking. But with Yamamoto, I felt good about him going to the 9th. And tonight, I think just kind of everything that's gone on recently, I think it was kind of easy for me. But I was more excited that these guys are throwing the baseball well.
Have you guys completed that no-hitter? Like, for a combined no-hitter, do you mob the guy on the mound, or?
Sure, I would have been out there and mobbed some, but if the players would have mobbed them, I would have been out there.
When you see those types of starts being strung together like that, what does that tell you for the rest of the season and also potentially for postseason?
It's easy to see that if you look at our ball club, we're built around our starters. That's pretty easy to see. So we're going to lean on them, and I do think that those guys just continue to persevere, log zeros, give our offense an opportunity to kind of, break a game open, stay in a game. And tonight we got a huge hit from Mookie, and to give us a chance to win, and also spell the pen at times. So, and ultimately get the right matchups. Because when you're going shorter, the matchups aren't ideal as, certain games go on. So because of what they're doing, it opens things up for all of us.
Ben Rortvedt has caught 2 deep no-hit bids in his first handful of games with the team. What have you noticed about how he's been working with the pitching staff?
I think with Ben, what's good is that he knows his role on the team, and he's a servant. He's a backup catcher that's there for his pitchers, and he's done a great job of the receiving, learning these pitchers and trying to understand what they're good at, to go through sequencing, targeting. And so it's nice. It's really good to see. He really understands who he is as a major league ball player.
Did you think there was a potential play on that Ritter ball to lead off the 9th?
You know what? I got to look at it again, but I do think that maybe Alex got a little turned around. I kind of saw it from afar. But I haven't looked at it again. But it's a ball off a right-handed bat that's bending towards the foul line, which balls do. So I don't know if he got the perfect jump on it. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Sorry, I'm just a little paranoid. When you were back there a while, everybody came out healthy. There's no surprise.
Everyone came out of it healthy. Yeah, just had to clean up a few things. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Chase, let's start with pitching tonight. Both starters had no hitters going through basically 6 innings. What were you seeing from Chase, and what were you seeing from Glasnow?
Yeah, that was it was a unique game, good baseball game. Chase, I thought, was fantastic. I thought his changeup was good. He was throwing his heater where he wanted to. He was climbing the ladder when he needed to, locating the breaking ball for strikes. He did a fantastic job in a very difficult environment. Glasnow was also fantastic. Yeah, I mean, the curveball it seemed devastating up there. Two seam, I think he was locating that well, running it back on the plate. Very good. I mean, he was excellent tonight.
What's the latest with Chase and the injury to his leg?
Yeah, knee discomfort in that landing leg. So we'll see. I don't know yet. I haven't. I'll check with him afterwards. I'll check with him. I'll check with Bernabel with the head injury, and then Ritt rolled his ankle there in the 9th inning.
Usually, you don't see 3 injuries in a game. With Bernabel, what did you see happen?
I couldn't see anything happen because my ankle I can't see down there, but when I got to him, he's got blood on his ear, and he just seemed a little maybe dazed, but you got to take him out of the game if that happens.
With Chase, was that something that came on settling, his leg?
I think he was feeling it for a couple innings. We were monitoring it, but it seemed like that last, that 4-pitch walk to the 9-hole, he saw him moving it around out there a little bit. It's not worth the risk at that point.
Ritter with the hit in the 9th. How important was that to make sure they win the 0?
I mean, it was a good swing by Ritt. It was a really good swing. Gave us a chance to tie the game there with the guys coming up. We lost 3-1.
Chase, going back to the 3rd inning, I think that was when he hit the 9-hitter, set up that 1st and 3rd, gets Ohtani out on a curveball, I think. Just talk about a little more about the poise he showed in that situation.
Yeah, he sure did. He showed really good poise getting through that. What was that? That was the 3rd inning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially facing this lineup. When you turn the lineup over and you got Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. I mean, he showed that he can pitch here. He does quite often, but here in Dodger Stadium, it was a good experience for him to go out there and pitch the way he did.